What's up? Tyler again, here with another concert review. This time of Lamb of God, In Flames, Hellyeah, and Silosis at the Electric Factory, November 24th, 2012, in Philadelphia. No, what a good lineup that is. Except, I'm not the biggest fan of Hellyeah. I wish Hellyeah and Hatebreed are kind of splitting this tour, and I wish Hatebreed would have been on there, even though I'm not the greatest Hatebreed fan. But I would much rather see Hatebreed than Hellyeah, but I'll get that then. Anyways, it took me forever to get there because there was an accident on I-95, and then I got there. Electric Factory, this kind of ticked me off. Electric Factory usually charges $10 to park, and they have parking available there. But this time they charged $20. I don't understand that. It's just because maybe it's a big show or something. It was a big show. If any of you have been to the Electric Factory, you know how big it is. And that it was elbow to elbow wherever you stood. I've never seen that place that packed, and this is the 4th time I've been there. Even when I saw Anthrax and Testament there, it wasn't as packed as this was. It was a lot of people there. This show was also being broadcast on Access TV, AXS TV, whatever it is. So that was really cool. The Electric Factory has a bunch of like TVs and just screens hanging everywhere. I mean, it's ridiculous sometimes. And it was cool being able to look at that, seeing all the camera work being done, and it was really cool. The camera work was really good. They got some good shots there, I thought. You know, I don't know how it sounded though, because I was there, but it sounded all good. I think they only did Lamb of God, but correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I didn't really see much movement, especially during In Flames of the cameras. Anyways, so I got there, and another thing that ticked me off, on the ticket and the website said doors were at 7. Doors must have been earlier than 7, because I got there, and Silosis, I only got to see 2 songs of Silosis, which sucked, because I love Silosis. I saw the song Terrace and Imperial, which Imperial's an awesome song. So is Terrace, but I think they played a couple other ones. And I was going to buy their new CD, Monolith, but I was short on cash, so I wasn't able to get on any merch, which really depressed me, because I wanted to get an In Flames shirt, but I couldn't. Oh well. Always next time, hopefully. But Silosis sounded really good. Their guitar work, you know, the lead guitar player and the vocalist, you know, he does both. He blows my mind. His guitar playing is so cool. It is so awesome to see him play those sweeps when Imperial kicks in the beginning. It's just really, they sounded really, really good for an opening band too. So check out Silosis. They're an awesome band. We here at Weekly Dog Reviews really like them. So yeah, they were good. This is only the 2nd tour of the United States that they've done. I saw one, their first one with As I Lay Dying, and now they're opening for Lamb of God on a huge tour. So good for them. Very good for them. The next band was Hellyeah. Hellyeah is I think a lot of you know them. Kind of a super group with Vinnie Paul of Pantera and I forget his name, damn it, singer of Mudvayne, and there was a couple other guys. The other 2 were in bands as well, but I forget which bands. The other members, two guitar players and a bass. Whatever, who gives a fuck. I'm not the biggest Hellyeah fan. I just can't get into them. I find them quite boring, honestly, and I'll say this: Hellyeah on the radio or on studio is very tame compared to their live performance. They were actually half decent live, to me. They got a lot of people into it. They put on a show like they were headlining it, like they had a lot of furiosity, which was really surprising to me. They didn't really play songs, their bigger hits, like I think the one's called Hell of a Time, something like that, and Alcohol and Ass. They didn't really play them. They stuck to more of a intense, more heavy approach, and they played their songs like their song Hellyeah, Cowboy Way, War in Me, stuff like that. I will say this. It was kind of cool seeing Vinnie Paul live, knowing that he's kind of like a legend, regardless of what your opinion is on him not wanting to reunite Pantera. Regardless on your opinion on that, it's kind of like, I know people have like a love-hate relationship with Dave Mustaine of Megadeth, but when you see Megadeth live, regardless of your opinion, you still feel like, wow, I just saw one of the biggest legends in heavy metal play. And that's kind of how I felt with Vinnie Paul. My opinion, and it's just, that's a whole separate video, so I'm not going to get into that. But Hellyeah, but they were all right. I would say the singer is a lot better live than studio. Am I saying I'm going to go buy all 3 Hellyeah albums and I'm going to go buy a ticket every time they come around? No, but they kind of surprised me of how decent they were. So if you like Hellyeah, that's cool, man. Hopefully you dig them and they'll put on a good show for you. Anyways, the next band was In Flames. I adore In Flames. I've been wanting to see them so badly ever since I saw them headline with Trivium earlier this year. And they sounded a lot better this time. When they played with Trivium, Anders' voice, he was sick or something like that. He blew his voice out, so he couldn't really hit all the notes that he usually does, or like a growl or something like that. And this time he sounded flawless. He sounded very good, very very well compared to the studio recordings. Of course, they focused more on their newer material. They played 4 songs from Sounds of the Playground Fading, which I like that album, so I didn't mind that. And they played the best ones, Where Dead Ships Dwell, the title track, Deliver Us, and Fear is the Weakness. So that was cool. And they also really focused on the album Reroute to Remain. They played 3 songs from there, the title track, System, and Cloud Connected. How can I forget that? That's one of the best songs on there. So that was really cool. I mean, do I want them to play some of their older stuff? Yeah. They played a song off of Colony. Damn it. Something Invisible. I forget. Damn it. Can't believe that just left my mind. Oh well, but they did play a song off Colony, then with My Sweet Shadow. Sorry if I'm spoiling the entire set list for you. Their set list I thought was cool. It was cool. They played good songs. In all honesty, and this could be a completely separate video, a debate, I enjoy newer In Flames than older In Flames. Whatever you think, that's cool. But this is just my personal opinion. From Clayman up until now, I love all those albums. I'm not saying that Horrorcore or Colony or fucking Jester Race are bad albums. They're great. It's just, I just like newer In Flames better. But just let's face it, they're not really going to play much off the Jester Race anymore, if at all. I mean, I know when I saw them earlier in the year, everybody kept yelling to play stuff off of Jester Race, and Anders told them to shut the fuck up. They're not playing that anymore, you know. So that's whatever. But I thought their set list was good. They sounded kind of like Anders sounded really good. I mean, their mix was well, but I feel like they could have been a tad bit louder. Like they were just kind of like held back, like that kind of feeling I felt. But overall, In Flames put on a really good show. I love seeing this band. The one thing that bothered me though is that the crowd wasn't really into it. Like the crowd just seemed like, fuck, I just want Lamb of God to come on. Like they were more into Hellyeah than they were In Flames, which was really disappointing to me because In Flames is miles better than Hellyeah. That's just personal opinion, of course, but I just wish more people would have gotten there. They played The Mirror's Truth, which was cool. I know a lot of people don't like the album, The Sense of Purpose. I think it's okay. I mean, I would take like Come Clarity or Sounds of a Playground Fading over that one, but The Merest Truth is a really good song. So that was really cool to see. But In Flames, they sounded well, they played spot on, very much. I support that band, so it was nice to see them again. And finally, Lamb of God came on. Everybody, everybody just went berserk for Lamb of God. There's no denying that Lamb of God is one of the biggest heavy metal bands of today. Just the way that place is packed, the way this band draws, the way this band sells albums and merchandise, you think they would be playing like arenas or places bigger. And Electric Factory is a huge venue, but that's just something I was thinking about. Lamb of God's set list was unbelievably amazing. There was maybe 2 songs that I wish they could have played. I don't know if they ever really will, but I want them to play King Me off of Resolution, the new album. That's one of their best songs if you ask me. Shit, what's the other one I wanted them to play? I forget. Oh well. But they played their hits. They played 2 songs off of As Palaces Burn, both Ruin and 11th Hour. They played Contractor. That was a nice surprise off of Wrath. But their hits: Set to Fail, Redneck, Laid to Rest. Now You Got Something to Die For. And ending, of course, with Black Label. It was really cool. Before they played Laid to Rest, Randy announced that it was Chris Adler's and Mark Morton's 40th birthdays, and they had cakes come out, and they had the crowd singing Happy Birthday. That was cool to see. But they sounded amazing. Like Lamb of God's live show is one of the most intense and furious live shows you'll ever see. Just the raw intensity that they bring live, whether you're seeing them in a smaller venue like the Trocadero in Philly, or an arena opening for Metallica, or on Mayhem Festival or Ozfest or something like that, or in a venue such with a size like the Electric Factory where they're headlining, where there's a good 2,000 people or something. It doesn't matter. They have one of the rawest live shows you'll see. They just flat out punch you in the balls the entire time and just throw you on the ground and just kick you in the face repeatedly. That's what their live show is. Randy is a spot-on vocalist. He is an excellent frontman for this age, if you ask me. So is Anders from In Flames. I forgot to mention that. Anders is a very funny guy. He just really likes to poke fun at things. Saying that In Flames is your best, sweetest friends. But that, I'm sidetracking now. But Randy's a good front man. Really knows how to get the entire crowd into it. It was cool when they played, fuck, what song was it? Damn it. I'm just losing it. But they played some song that he got everybody jumping. I mean, it's cool to see like 2,000 people around you jumping. And from front, that place was so packed, like I said, from the front all the way to the back, which is halfway through the merch area. Like, he had everybody into it. He had everybody getting their horns up, everybody singing along. It was really cool. It's like he made that place 10 times smaller and really just kind of a personal connection. It was really cool. The guitar playing was spot on. Same with the drum. I love watching Chris Adler live. He is one of the most entertaining live drummers to see. Just how he headbangs and he bounces the whole time, and his drumming is so technical. It's so unique. It's so just amazing to listen to. It's like, how the hell is he playing that? Overall, it just sounded really cool. Just a perfect sound. They weren't too loud, they weren't too quiet. You could hear the guitars, you could hear the bass, you could hear everything. It was really, really, really good show. I highly recommend seeing Lamb of God live. This is the 3rd time I've seen him. I saw him at the Trocadero back in January on their like kind of CD release tour, where they played in smaller venues and they only did about 5 shows before, and those were the last shows before Randy hit his little bump in the road over the summer that we all know, with him going to prison and such. So it was really nice to see him back, and I hope he stays back. I hope Lamb of God stays on the road and is able to and all that stuff. Shit, what was I gonna say? I'm just forgetting everything I was gonna say. Anyways, Lamb of God slays live, so definitely check them out live for sure. And it was a really good show. Check out Silosis, Hellyeah, In Flames, and Lamb of God. I'm going to sign off. So yeah, thanks for the subscribing and such. So have a good day.